Let's see.
Okay, dude.
Alright.
How'd you do? Have you done it?
Yeah, I did it.
Cool. I only got about half of it down, but
Okay. It wasn't too bad.
yeah.
I wish there was an answer guide so I could have known what I was. If I got it all right, though.
For sure. Hopefully when we submit it, it'll have like examples of the questions and stuff too.
Yeah.
Okay, so number two, which one of the following is a variable? Variables is categorical. Did you get A and B? I
Um.
could I couldn't decide if the toothpaste would have been categorical.
So the toothpaste would be, but the number of animals wouldn't, just because that's a quantity.
Okay.
But the different brand of toothpaste, that's a category.
Okay. I understand. On three, the IQ test. So the IQ of the whole United States, the mean is 100. So that's a statistic, right?
That's the one I was confused on. I figured 100 would have been the parameter and 112 would have been the statistic, but I'm really not sure.
Yeah, so I watched this little video on it, and it said a parameter is from a small, like a small selection, a small group. So 20 people were randomly selected. So a small group was randomly selected for this parameter, for this example. And then the statistic is from like either the whole population or 1,000 workers or so I think it's 100 is a statistic and 112 is a parameter.
Okay.
That's what I got. I don't know.
No, that sounds fine to me.
I'll submit first.
Alright, so number 4, Rhode City property taxes. I thought it would be a cluster.
I thought systematic.
Systematic. Let me.
What's a cluster? I can't remember what a cluster is.
Cluster is the one where they put them into groups and then they hope that those groups represent the population. Subjects or some. The systematic is the one where they say we'll do every Kate, like every fifth house will do.
Natural grouping are evident in a statistical population, often used in marketing research. This technique, the total population is divided into these groups or clusters. Okay.
So I figured because with the cluster they could put here's the rich people, here's the poor people. Decide taxes that way.
Okay. I agree. When design experiments, this one, did you put? I didn't put cluster. I didn't do voluntary. I didn't do simple random or system. I was a little. I struggled with a few of the
So
systematic.
simple random sample would have been if like they put all their names and the computer randomly picked some. Um, Voluntary would have been they chose to do it themselves. Systematic would have been every cape. We know it's not systematic.
Satisfied.
Stratified was subjects are in groups according to similarity of some characteristics, and then they do an SRS in each group. But here it says that they do all the fourth graders in that, right? Using all the students. So I think it's a cluster again.
Mother F. I shouldn't say that on video. I'm sorry.
But then that makes me
Huh.
think of the one above because I don't think that they'll use everyone for their property taxes. They would have just used some people within the clusters. So I think four would have been a stratified maybe.
Stratified is a method of sampling from a population. Let's see. When a subpopulation with an overall population vary, it is advantageous to sample each subpopulation independently. I agree. Stratified, because
Yeah.
then that way they're getting poor and rich in different areas.
And they're not having to go to everyone. They just get a sample of it.
Okay.
6. A school fundraiser, name of every person who attends, was entered into a drawing. They pick 6 names. I think this one's just a simple random sample because they have all the names in a thing and they just pick 6 random names.
I agree. Especially when she's conducting a survey. Okay, so I think it'd be either stratified or systematic.
Simple random sample of 100 people. What did I put for this one? I think it's. Let me see. What did I put? Yes. Well, I think it's stratified because they did
Stratified.
according to similarity.
Yeah, I agree. Stratified.
So it was taken at the crossroads. Oh, okay, I remember this one in the thing.
Where's
Calculate.
the
It was it was in the individual preparation part because all these questions are taken off from that.
okay.
The mean was 4.771.
That's pretty simple to figure out a mean, right?
Yeah.
4.771.
Yep. The standard deviation was 1.912.
Excuse me, 1.912.
Yeah.
I'll have to create a histogram.
Yeah, so it's pretty simple because if you just open it up and you put the data in, because they have the one Excel file that is already set up, so all you have to do is put all the data in, and then it makes
Okay.
the histogram for you,
Oh,
and it
great.
tells you the mean and everything. Um, what was it called? Let me see if I can find the name of it real quick. Um, it was called the quantitative descriptive statistic for the file name. So that'll make it easy for you to find and make a history.
Quantitative.
Quantitative statistic.
Okay. Dude, I'm having a hard time finding quantitative data.
Let me see if I can.
Because it's got like all the. Okay, so when you did the amount spent, what one of these files did you open? Dude, I feel like I'm in the wrong place because it's like, is there like 50 files?
There should be, yeah, there should be a bunch of them.
How did you figure out which one did you open to find the mean and standard deviation?
Let me see.
Oh, okay, okay, okay.
So under our second week, no, week one, lesson 3, when it
Okay.
takes you to our reading page, in that assignment is they have the file quantitative descriptive statistics,
Oh, okay.
and that's when you open that, and then that gives you the file where you can input all the data from other files to create a histogram.
That's in week 2.
Week one,
Week
week
1.
one, lesson 3.
Got it. Okay. Cool, dude. Okay, got the histogram. Got the date, the quantitative descriptive thing. And then where did you pull your data from?
The file from the assignment we're on, so from the individual preparation.
Okay, so when I open that one,
Wait,
is
maybe it's not under that. Where is it? Let me find it now.
that one has like so many random.
Number was it? It was number 11. Oh. Crossroad purchases. So yeah, it's in the assignment. You open Crossroad purchases off of the review reading.
Oh my gosh, I'm an idiot, dude. Okay. Got it. Okay. Sorry, dude.
Oh, no worries.
I'm sorry, I know you've told me this before. Are you studying on campus this semester too?
Yeah, I am.
Cool. Hey, got it, dude. Standard deviation, mean. Oh, that's a really nice Excel pasted in there and it's there.
Yeah. And so to make a proper histogram with how many things they want, you just have to find how many cells you inputted on the left. So on this one it was 86, and you put that in the yellow box, and it'll
Okay.
create the
It'll
histogram.
automatically 86. Okay.
Yeah.
Sweet, dude. Um, and the quiz, the quiz or the test is due tomorrow, right?
Yeah.
Yay. Okay, cool. Number 11. Okay, so that's just the mean of all of them, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Negative 0.165.
Uh, Negative 0.165.
Yeah.
So yeah.
You get 0.681.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that column is the variance.
Okay. And then just do
And then for the next part, I just put those four numbers in an Excel document and calculated the standard deviation just by doing equals standard deviation.
so 0.715.
Yeah.
Okay. And the standard deviation be negative?
No.
Mm, no. Can a standard deviation ever be negative?
I'm pretty sure no.
Yeah, that's a weird. I don't think so. Okay. What other?
No. So in the study, which is most consistent? I figure it's extradural just because they have the smallest standard deviation.
Okay. Yes, I can stand standard.
Quartile 3 is 8.
Okay. What percentage lies from 4 to 8? Is it in between that? 75%? No. Freak, I can't remember.
50% because the first quartile is 25% and the third quartile is 75%. 75 minus 25 is 50.
Okay.
For this one, I just took the two numbers, added them together, and divided them by 2. I figured that's what he wanted. I had no idea.
Yeah, that's weird. So just 0.055.
2.055, yeah.
Okay. And does he really like? Can you even have a standard deviation for two numbers?
I guess so. I just did it in Excel again. I just put the two numbers and then equal standard deviation and
0.657 or 658.
yeah.
Okay. 68%.
68% is two standard deviations away, isn't it?
Yeah.
So from the equation, we have two standard deviations is 1.59 and 2.52, so that should be our 68%. Because up in the problem it says 1.59 is the value of your mean minus your 2.2 standard deviations, and your mean plus 2 standard deviations is equal to 2.52.
So you do that minus.
So I don't think we have to do anything. I think it's just 1.59 and 2.52.
You don't have to. I mean, you don't have to go like two standard deviations away, or.
I think those numbers are already two standard deviations away. I'm going to look it up, make sure.
Oh, I see exactly what you're saying. That's confusing.
Yeah, so yeah, two standard deviations. No, that's 95%. So we just want one standard deviation.
So would you just do it one standard deviation away from 2.055?
Yeah. So
1.39, 1.3, whatever. Let's see. See, I added a couple extra. I shouldn't have. 1.397. Dude, that doesn't make sense.
yeah, that's not even on there. So I wonder if
I,
it's the
I,
1.357.
yeah, and that's exactly what I was gonna say. Is because it does say approximately
Yeah.
68%. Okay.
What is oh, this one I looked up. Well, in the reading it said, where is it? Here it is. It should be, so what is the value of, so in the reading, let me see if I can find it again.
Isn't that equal to the mean?
I'm trying to, in the reading it said 0 and 1 is a standard normal thing. I'm trying to remember where I found it. Um, so, no, that's not what I wanted. So it says in lesson 5 recap, a standard normal distribution has a mean of 0 and a standard deviation of 1. I don't think 23 is referencing the problem.
Oh, no, it's not.
So the mean should be 0.
It's
What is the value of standard deviation? 1.
1.
Yeah. So what is the probability that a randomly selected student will score above always 42.3? So 542.3 is the mean. So that's the middle. The probability of him scoring above that's 50%.
So that's number 23 is.
0.5. No, 23 is
So you're gonna
0. 24.
put 50% or 0.5?
For 25, I'm going to put 0.5.
I'm sorry. What did you put on? Okay, well
So
I'm
23 is 0.
0. Okay, I mixed those two up. So the mean is 0. The standard deviation is 1, and then
Yeah.
25.5. Okay, I understand.
Yeah. The probability for 26 that it'll be below 600 was I got 68.485%, so 0.685.
Okay, and then above that,
So to get above that, it would have been 31%, so 0.316.
did you do 0.315 or 316?
I did 0.316 just because the number after 5 was 9, so to round it.
Oh, okay.
So these 10th percentile, 90th percentile questions, they kind of confused me. So I figured I was just supposed to find the 10% and the 90% probability.
Yeah.
So I got for
Hey, and
the
you do that by. I remember this. It's 600 minus, or is it 542 minus 600?
no, it would have been 600 minus 542,
Okay, minus.
and then divide that by the standard deviation, and that gives us the z-score, which you have to put into the applet to get the probability. So in this one, we already have the probability is 10%. Um, and we want, so you plug that in, and that gives you the z-score, and you're trying to find x minus 542.3 over 120.54, so you're solving for x.
Yeah, I think there is a formula to do like percentiles because I remember doing it on the quiz that it's like standard deviation times the percentile or something. Maybe I'm way off. Let's see.
So I just found this thing online that it's a z-score percentile calculator.
Oh,
It's
I
pretty.
love that.
So I just plugged in my 10 percentile. It gave me a z-score of negative 1.282.
Okay.
And then, so then you just take the formula where you have your x minus your mean over your standard deviation. We know our mean, we know our standard deviation. We're solving for x. So I just took the negative 1.282 times 120.54, and then I added the 542.3, and that gave me three. They want it to the nearest whole number. That gave me 388.
0.388.
No, 388, 388.
So
Because
you just
they want the score.
the score. Okay.
Do you understand how I got that though?
Yeah. So 600. I mean, you just found the z-score. 600, 542.3.
I didn't have to use 600 at all.
You didn't?
Uh-uh. Because here they want to know what the score on the GMAT was. 600 would be a score on the GMAT. So they want to know what that value is.
So how did you find your z-score?
So my z-score, I just did the 10th percentile. So I went to the applet and put in zero point 0.2 because when you divide that, that's 20%. When you divide that by 2, that gives you 10%. Because if you do zero point 0.2, it gives you an area of both sides. And you
Okay.
want one side, so you want that 10%. And then I went to the z-score right under that, and that's how I got that.
What was the z-score on that one?
Negative 1.282.
Negative negative 1.182.
282.
Okay. And then where did you go from there?
And so that's when I took the
I
formula.
found z-scored a percentile calculator thing like you were talking about,
Uh-huh.
but I can't figure out like it just told me what the percentile is, and we already knew it was 10.
So yeah, I had done the reverse. I put in the percentile and it gave me the z-score.
Oh, okay.
Um, but so I took that z-score, and so we're solving for x, the score that's going to be score minus 542.3 divided by standard deviation. So we're solving for that x. So I did negative 1.282 times 120.54 and then added 542.3.
Okay, I understand. Come on. Okay, so you didn't even have to. Okay, so I'm so sorry, man. So you did 120, 120.54 times the standard deviation. That is the standard deviation times the z-score,
Uh-huh.
which was 1 point whatever.
And then I added 542.3.
Okay. Okay. I think I got it.
Okay.
Okay. And then 90th percentile.
So with that one, just because it's the 10% pretty much on the opposite side, it's the same z-score. It's just without it being a negative.
Oh, duh.
Or
Question.
you can find the difference between 388 and 542.3 and just add that difference to 542.3, and that gives you the 90th percentile.
So did you get 696.83?
Yeah. So you round it to the whole number, which is 697.
Perfect. Okay.
And then so with the next two, you just do instead of the 10th percentile, you do the 25th percentile.
Okay. And for that one, did you get 460 or 461?
Yeah.
Okay, and then for the third quartile, you do 75, right?
Uh-huh.
What's the opposite? Okay. 623, 624.
Yeah, 624. What was that?
Are you getting brownies again?
No, that wasn't even me, man.
I hate when you get brownies.
Yeah, no brownies tonight.
Okay. 32 sample random. Okay, so this is aside from this.
So I think on this one we just take the mean and divide it by 15. I'm not exactly sure.
I think it's either that or it equals the mean.
Yeah, it
Distribution
could.
of
No, yeah, it should just equal the mean.
just equals the mean. 542.3.
Yeah, because I remember in the homeworks that's always what it was.
Okay, what is the standard deviation of the distribution of samples?
So that should be the same thing, 120.54.
4. Yeah. Why does it want 3 decimal places?
I don't know. 540.
Okay, and then probability of the sample being that score would be greater than 600.
So that's when we do the 600 minus the 542 divided by the standard deviation divided by the square root of 15.
What's this? And the standard deviation is 0.685, right? for that one?
Ours, 0.6. I think I got 0.60635. No, let me look. Just a second.
Oh, there we go. No, no. That's a probability.
Work.
No.
There we go.
You divide it by the, you don't, if you divide it by the 120.54,
So I did 15 square root is. So I did 120 divided by the square root of 15.
oh, okay. 120.
And that gave me 31.123.
1.123.
And then I took 600 minus 542.3, which is 57.7 divided by
Then
31.4.
divide that by the, okay, so 1.854.
Yeah. And so with that, you plug that z-score into the thing, and that'll give you a probability.
I don't like having to plug everything into that. I always get so confused, like what I'm plugging in and what I'm not plugging in. Did you get, let's see, 93%?
So you want above. Um,
Oh, for 3, did you get 3.187?
3.187. No, let me look here just a second.
I don't have the app up. I'm trying to use that stupid
Oh, yeah, on this one you want the app.
Okay.
So I'll plug it into the app. So for your z-score, you got 1.854.
Yep.
Okay, and so that gives us an area of 0.0637, but we want greater, so we have to divide that by 2.
Okay.
0.0637, which is 0.032 for the probability.
Okay. And all 3, 2. Yeah. Hey, dude.
Done.
Suck.
85%. So we
Why?
got the standard deviation, number 33. We should have done the 120.54 divided by square root of 15.
Frick. Dude, I got an 80. What did I? Dang it!
What other one did you miss? So I missed 33, 22, 21,
28.
13, and 3.
I missed 28.
You missed 28? What was 28, 28, 28, 20? 388.
Oh my gosh, dude! I put 338. That's my my dyslexia kicking in, dude.
Shame.
Gosh,
Okay. So I know why we got 33 wrong. I
so
think
we
on
divide that by 15, right?
Huh? Yeah, divide by square root of 15.
Square root of 15.
For
Okay.
number 3, I bet they were both statistics.
Okay, that one's stupid.
Yeah. Let's see,
Yeah.
what else did we get wrong? 13. Ah, come on, those are so the variants. That's gay. Now I gotta Google variants.
Oh my heck! Did you get 19 wrong?
No, 50%.
Why did I, dude?
Did you put 50 or did you put point .5?
I put 25%. What was I doing? Gosh, dang it! Okay, and then you got 21 and 22 wrong, right?
Yeah.
Dude, I'm an idiot. Okay. Well, I guess
Oh,
that's
man.
all.
Oh, well. All right. Well, good luck on the test, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna need it. I'll
Oh.
get the right answer. I'll just type it in wrong.
That would suck.
All right, thanks, dude.
All right. Have a good night.
You too.